Here's tonight's video roster of the Southwest Mississippi Community College football team. On the offense tonight, we have number 1, Cameron Kincaid, wide receiver. Number 2, Prodarius Krigler, running back. Number 3, Jaden Wilson, quarterback. Number 4, Ortiz Head Jr., running back. Number 5, Tydarius Gibson, wide receiver. Number 6, Jerome Dudley, running back. Number 7, Jerry Johnson, running back. Number 9, Jalen Whitsett, running back. Number 11, Lyric Hall, quarterback. Number 13, Dalen McDonald, running back. Number 14, Kevin Hart, wide receiver. Number 16, Brandon Edmondson, quarterback. Number 18, Cameron Culpepper, wide receiver. Number 22, Vakilian Campbell, running back. Number 36, Demarius Ingram, running back. Number 39, Deshaun Holmes, running back. Number 41, Javante Walker, running back. Number 50, Trent Middleton, offensive lineman. Number 51, Ty Simmons, offensive lineman. Number 55, Darshawn Evans, offensive lineman. Number 56, Brady Warner, offensive lineman. Number 61, Jalen Franks, offensive lineman. Number 62, Jamar Nobles, offensive lineman. Number 65, Jakevius Somerville, offensive lineman. Number 73, Cosner Haley, offensive lineman. Number 75, Riddell Robinson II, offensive lineman. Number 76, Gregory Wiley Jr., offensive lineman. Number 85, Jabez Griffith, wide receiver. Number 88, Lamont Kelly, wide receiver. Here's a look at the Bears' defense. Number 8, Avuzir Kelly, defensive lineman. Number 10, Jeremiah Sumrall, linebacker. Get up to date on everything athletic at Southwest Mississippi Community College. Watch Inside Bear Athletics on Bear TV, YouTube, and Facebook. Check us out every Tuesday evening at 6 p.m.
not give a reason as to why they would not play it. You would assume possibly it had something to do with COVID, but Northwest and Delta will not play. Gulf Coast, Pearl River, East Central, Jones, Holmes, Northeast, Coahoma, and Itawamba. The other teams playing, of course, Hines, they're off in week 1 of this MACCC schedule. We talked about the weather a moment ago. We're in the 70s right now here at John A. Hare Stadium, Monroe, McKelvin Field, not a cloud in the sky. So weather will not be a problem this evening for sure. Of course, also want to remind you to stick around with us at halftime. We'll talk with the president of Southwest Mississippi Community College, Dr. Steve Bishop. Will get his take on how school has gotten started, how the Southwest family has navigated their way not only through COVID, but getting not only a school season, but likewise a sports season started here in 2020. When we come back, we will take a look at the starting lineups for both of these schools. We'll get you the Southwest starting lineup. We can say this for Southwest, a little bit different look. They will have two new quarterbacks. Will Southwest, Edmondson, who wears number 16, and Wilson, who wears number 3. Edmondson expected to get the start, but Wilson expected to get a lot of the playing time tonight for Colin. They will be using 2 quarterbacks as well. Paul Hargrave, the sophomore out of Natchez, expected to start, but Max Rigby, the freshman out of Georgia, is expected to get his fair share of the snaps as well for Coach Glenn Davis and the Wolfpack. So both these teams expected to be using 2 quarterbacks tonight here on the first game, Edmondson and Wilson for the Bears. And again, Hargrave and Rigby for the Colin Wolfpack. A couple of other key starters we wanted to talk to you about as far as the offense goes. At the X, we'll see Griffith for the Bears. Griffith and McDonald will be the 2 guys split out for the Bears up on that line. It's Evans at left tackle, Wiley's at the left guard, and Middleton will be the center. He will handle the snapping duties for the Bears. Franks is at the right guard, Haley's at the left tackle, and then we've got Campbell, Krigler, Kincaid, who are all expected to handle the football tonight, with Mazza and Tisdale both expected to do some of the kicking, but the place kicking duties will be on Mr. Mazza's hands here this evening. So again, your skill players, Griffith, McDonald, Campbell, Krigler, and Kincaid. Up on the line for the Bears, it's Evans, Wiley, Middleton, Franks, and Haley. Again, it will be Edmondson starting with Wilson, expected to get his fair share of playing time as well this evening. That's a look at the starters for the Bears. We look at the starters right quick let's look at the starters on offense for Colin as well. Colin again with Hargrave and Rigby expected at the quarterback. Your skill folks is Henderson. He'll be at the wide receiver at the X. Rogers, your wide receiver at the H. The tight end should be LaCory Young out of Jackson, Mississippi. Malik Jones will be the other wide receiver. So, again, those taking care of the football tonight, Henderson, Rogers, as well as Jones and Young. And it's Drexlin Allen who's expected to be in the backfield for Colin. Up on the line is Gabe Denham, William McCullum. Jalen Armstrong will be at the center spot. Bells Jones at right guard. And DeMarcus Gordon will be at right tackle for Colin. That's a look at both teams offensively. We'll come back, get ready to play football. Captains will be meeting at midfield shortly, and we'll get things kicked off. We'll also look at a couple of the defensive players as well. First, though, we'll step aside for a 2-minute break. Back in 2 minutes with the Southwest pregame report right here on Southwest Bear Athletics, Bear TV, and K106. We'll return in 2 minutes.
Here's tonight's video roster of the Southwest Mississippi Community College football team. On the offense tonight, we have number 1, Cameron Kincaid, wide receiver. Number 2, Cordarius Krigler, running back. Number 3, Jaden Wilson, quarterback. Number 4, Ortiz Head Jr., running back. Number 5, Tidarius Gibson, wide receiver. Number 6, Jerome Dudley, running back. Number 7, Jerry Johnson, running back. Number 9, Jalen Whitsett, running back. Number 11, Lyric Hall, quarterback. Number 13, Dalen McDonald, running back.
That's how
Number
we're lining up.
14,
Here come the Bears.
Kevin Hart,
As they
wide
make their
receiver.
way out onto the playing surface
Number
here at John
16,
I. Hurst Stadium.
Brandon Edmondson,
Monroe McKelvin
quarterback.
Field, a great
Number 18,
playing surface here
Cameron
at the
Culpepper,
stadium.
wide
This
receiver.
stadium has hosted several
Number
high
22,
school games
McKillian Campbell,
here in a very
running
weird
back.
COVID year.
Number
Bowling
36,
Green out of Franklin
Demarius
actually
Ingram,
played a couple of
running
games
back.
up here. Then last
Number
Friday night,
39,
Brookhaven
Deshaun
Academy
Holmes,
and Park
running
Lane
back.
played on this very
Number
field.
41, Javante
North Pike
Walker.
was scheduled to play their homecoming here tomorrow night, but we got word late this afternoon the North Pike Jaguar football team, due to a COVID outbreak amongst them, have had to cancel their homecoming game tomorrow night and likewise next week's game against the Macomb Tigers. So both those games canceled, so no game here tomorrow night at John I. Hurst Stadium. North Pike was scheduled to play Natchez. Again, that game will not happen due to COVID restrictions. We're just about ready to play football. The Bears are out. They're ready to receive the football. They will send 13 and 6 back deep. That's Dudley and McDonald. Dalen McDonald will wear number 13. It's Jerome Dudley who wears number 6. The other man back deep is Ortiz Head Jr. Ortiz Head Jr. will be the man on the left. McDonald will be on the right. Dudley will be the man in the middle for the Southwest Bears here this afternoon. Here comes the kick from Colin from the 35 with the boot. We are underway from John I. Hurst Stadium. Ball's taken back inside the 5 by the Bears. Recovered across the 10. Hit at the 20. Stood up and dropped right there is Dalen McDonald. So McDonald dropped up at the 21. And that's where the Bears will go to work this evening at the 21-yard line. And we'll have it 1st and 10 behind the Bear quarterback. Again, that is Edmondson, the quarterback, who will go to work. So Edmondson, the quarterback, will go to work for the Bears. Bears have the football in the middle of the field. They'll put one receiver to the left, one to the right. Quarterback will go under center with the running back behind him. Now they put the man in motion. Wants to throw. Quick pass out to the 20, complete. Across the 25 to 30, 35, up across the 40-yard line. And a nice reception for the Bears on their opening drive as they get number 22, Campbell, the football. Campbell, they gave him the football out in the flat right on the line of scrimmage at the 20, and he brings it from the 20 all the way to the 40 for a Bear first down. So 1st and 10 for the Bears after their first play of offense. Bears don't keep the man in motion this time. They run it. They run it right behind the center for a gain of a couple of yards up from the 40 to the 42 for the Bears. So give the Bears a gain of 2, make it 2nd down and about 8 now for the Bear offense. 2nd and 8 for the Bear offense. Football up at the 42-yard line. Bears went from their own 21 to their own 40 on the first play to Campbell. They go right up the middle behind the center for a gain of 2. They stay in the backfield, wants to run it, breaks a hole across the 45, crosses into Colin territory to the 45, and a very, very nice piece of running that time by the Bears. Boy, the Bears looked like they weren't going to get nothing that time and just kind of flanked around and was able to pick up a nice gain. Flag down on the field. I didn't see a flag, but the officials are all now convening after they put that football on the 46. We'll see what the officials are convening about. Edmondson's gone to the sideline to get the play for the Bears. They have now stopped the play here. They want the clock stopped, but the clock is yet to stop here at John I. Hurst Stadium. Man with the white hat has come over to head coach Tim Stowers to tell him whatever it is that they stopped the play about. It'll be a first down for the Bears from the 46-yard line, their second first down of the night, with the ball right there. I don't know, I'm not sure what this conversation is about, but it's involving, they're looking back into the stands. I think they want to get now they're going to send both teams to their respected sidelines. The officials started to convene. As they started to convene, the game clock here at John I. Hurst Stadium continued to roll. They've got to not only finish the conversation, but they've also got to get the clock set back correctly. Right now it shows 13:17, and it should probably show about 13:25 here at the stadium. So they will have this discussion here early. Tell you what, while they have this discussion, let's step aside for a 30-second break. We'll step aside for 30 seconds. Bear Football's on K106 and Bear TV. Well, we're back here at John I. Hurst Stadium, Monroe McKelvin Field. It's actually 13:44 they say should be on the clock. So 13:44 is what they'll reset the game clock to. They'll get that set, give the ball to the Bears at the 46 inside Colin territory for Southwest. This drive started back at the Bear 21. They've gone to the Colin 46 with a couple of first downs, and the Bears are moving the football on this opening drive. Bears come back out. Ball sits on the left hash. That's where the Bears will go to work with it on that left hash. Nice crowd coming into John I. Hurst Stadium. Monroe McKelvin Field, 25% capacity, the official capacity requirements set by the Governor Tate Reeves of Mississippi for action tonight. They say let's play football. Bears come over the football. From that left hash, they put a man in motion, and we got some early movement. Early movement this time. It looks to be against the Bears, but were they drawn off by Colin? We'll wait and see. Man with the white hat talking it over with his official. He'll come to this side and give us the call. They're moving it 5 yards. It's going to go against Colin. So it'll be offsides against the Wolfpack. First penalty for 5 yards against Colin in this football game. So move it 5 yards, make it 1st and 5 now for the Bear offense. 1st and 5 for the Bear offense. Bears put the man in motion. That's McDonald in motion for Southwest. They want to throw, complete first down for the Bears. Down to the 35-yard line, making the completion was Campbell down at the 35. He'll fall to the 34 and pick up the first down. That's 3 first downs on this opening drive for the Bear offense. They're at the 34-yard line, and we'll have it 1st and 10 there. 1st and 10 for the Bears. Football at the 34-yard line inside Colin territory. 3 first downs. Bears have moved the ball from their own 21 to the Colin 34. Football's on the left hash. Quarterback to throw, complete to the 20, and another first down for the Bears, and what a catch by Dalen McDonald. He pulled that one out of the sky and was able to bring it down, they'll say just shy of the 20 at the 21. First down Bears. 3 straight plays and 3 straight first downs for the Bear offense. Football at the 21-yard line. Bears put a receiver to the left, a receiver to the right. They'll put the back in behind the quarterback. Edmondson under center. Now he'll stand up. He wants to change the play. He'll Bark out the play to his left, now to his right. Goes back under center, snaps the football, keeps it himself, and he'll be dropped at about the 20, so give him a gain of about 1. We'll make it second down and about 9. It looks like he got to the 20. So Edmondson on the quarterback keeper for the Bears will set up a second down and 9 situation. So second and 9 now for Southwest. Football at the 20-yard line for the Bears. Bears huddle. Brendan Edmondson, the quarterback, 5'10", 170-pound freshman out of Caledonia. He's the quarterback in this opening drive for the Bears of Southwest. Snap of the football, this time out of the shotgun, hands it off. He will give it to Campbell, and Campbell will go north and south and bring it to the 16. Nice piece of running that time by Campbell, moving north and south, able to bring the football to the 16-yard line, and will set up third and manageable for the Bears. Third and about 5 for Southwest offensively. Third down and 5 for the Bears. This time the Bears put 2 receivers to the left. Now they'll put 1 in motion, flip him to the right side. There's the snap of the football. Quarterback wants to keep it, and he'll be clobbered up by the defensive line of Colin at about the 14. So give Edmondson a gain of about 2 to the 14-yard line, and that'll bring up 4th down for the Bears. Bears have moved it from their own 21 to the Colin 14, but now they've got a 4th down and about 3 to deal with here. 4th and 3, and the Bears say they want to try the field goal. They'll bring Josh Mazza on. He'll kick it from the 22, make it a 32-yard field goal. Movement early. Boy, this could be big. If it's against Colin, it'd be enough to give the Bears a 1st down. But it looks like this one's going to go against Southwest. False start against, no, Colin. He signals it against Colin. But they backed it up on the Bears. He must have just missignaled that. He signaled it against Colin, but they marked it off against Southwest. They bring it back to the 27-yard line. So that'll make it a 37-yard try. Kicks up, it's got the leg, it is good. And Mazza's 37-yard field goal is good at the 10:02 mark of the first quarter, and the Bears lead it by a score of 3-0. Southwest first on the board, they lead 3-0. We'll come back after a 30-second break. You're listening to Bear Football on K106 and Bear TV. By Josh Mazza gives the Bears a 3-0 lead. They go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 plays. Go from their own 21 as far as the Colin 14 before settling for a 37-yard field goal to take a 3-0 lead here at John I. Hurst Stadium, Monroe McKelvin Field. Bears will let Mazza handle the kickoff duties. Colin's got 2. Standing back inside their own 5. Here comes the kickoff from the 35. That one kicked by Mazza. Fair catch called for in the end zone by Colin, and they'll bring that one out. No, now they run it. Like he signaled fair catch, and now he takes off with the football. There was no indication by the officials, and he's finally dropped up at the 45. He waved his hand in the air in the end zone, but I think the official's going to let this one stand. The officials are going to let this one stand. He waved his hands before he caught the football, but then caught it in the end zone. But they're going to say it stands, and Colin's going to catch a break and get the football up at the 44-yard line. Now the Bears have to play some tough defense here. Colin catches a huge break from the officials and will have the football at the 44. They'll go to work offensively. They give it to their back, not much. Well, he's picked up and taken off the ground up at the 48, give him about 4 yards. Running the football for the Wolfpack was Allen. Allen brings it from the 44 to the 48. Got himself 4 yards, bringing up a second down play. Second down from the 48-yard line. Offense goes to work, wants to throw this time. Complete, hit immediately, but stayed in bounds for a first down. Making the catch was Tyquan Henderson for Colin. They bring it to the Bear end of the field at the 44 and give the Wolfpack a first down. So Colin gets a first down with the football at the 44-yard line, and the Bear defense will have to go to work now covering their own end of the field. The quarterback, Hargrave, out of the shotgun formation. Stands at midfield, wants to throw, complete to the 40. Dropped immediately. He'll fall forward, though, to about the 38 before he's actually brought down. Making the completion that time was, again, Tyquan Henderson, who has caught a couple of passes already for the Wolfpack here in the early going. Ball's at the 38-yard line on the southwest end. 8:33 clock running here in the opening quarter. Football in the hands of Paul. Football in the hands of the center. Paul Hargrave, the quarterback, out of the shotgun formation. He's got Allen beside him. Now they'll put the man in motion. Snap, they give it to Allen, the running back. He'll look for some room, and not much doing for him. He'll be dropped shy of the 35. And Colin signaling a first down, but I don't think they got enough for that. And they will put it, they give him a great spot, but still not enough for the first down. They drop him about a yard shy. So it'll bring up 3rd down and 1, football at the 35-yard line. So the football on the 35-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and 1, clock running 7:42. And the Bears leading at 3-0 here in the early moments of this one. Ball's on the 35-yard line. Here comes Southwest. Hargrave will go under center this time. Feeds it to his back. They put it in the hands of Thompson. And Thompson, I'm not sure he got the first down. Yep, they're going to give him forward progress and say move the chains. So they give him forward progress and will move the chains and award the Wolfpack a first down. He got forward progress, but then was pushed back by the Bears. But they'll say the forward progress was enough to the 33 to give him a first down. Second first down for Colin on this drive as they work at the Bear 33-yard line with 7:09 and the clock running here in the opening quarter for this one. Bears defensively looking for a stop here down deep in their own end. Hargrave wants to keep it this time. He'll go across the 30 to about the 29-yard line for set up a decent first down gain for Hargrave. The quarterback, 6'2", 215 out of Natchez, Mississippi for the Colin Wolfpack. So the ball's at the 29, 6.5 to play here in the first half. Football for Colin. Gets to play from the sideline. He'll give it to Hargrave. Hargrave out of the shotgun formation this time. Wants the football, wants to throw it, and it is incomplete. Looked for a receiver on the other end. He was trying to make the connection with Malik Jones, but Malik bobbled it, and then he was hit and dropped the football, so they'll call it incomplete. And that'll bring up 3rd down now for Colin. So Colin, 3rd down from the 29-yard line after the incompletion. So the football at the 29-yard line after the incompletion. Big 3rd down here for the Bears defense. Bears send the blitz. Hargrave with time to throw. Throws it to the end zone and complete. No flags. And it'll bring up 4th and 6. Bears had him covered well, but boy, everybody kind of split past Hargrave. He got a chance to throw it, but overthrows his intended receiver. So 4th down now for Colin. It'll be 4th and 6 for the Wolfpack. Football at the 29-yard line for Colin. Colin says they'll try a field goal now. Wolfpack will try this one from the 36. It'll be a 46-yard try for the Wolfpack. And the kicker, Bryce Lofton. Kick is up, wobbles around, and it's going to get through good. So each team gets a field goal. Bears get theirs. A 37-yarder. Colin gets theirs. It's a 46-yarder. And we're tied at 3 apiece after the opening drive. 6:03 to play. Opening quarter. We'll come back in 30 seconds. Back in 30 seconds. Bear football on K106 and Bear TV. Well, Bryce Lofton kicks a 46-yard field goal for the Wolfpack. Each team with a field goal on their opening drive. It's a 3-3 football game with 6:03 to play here in the opening quarter at John I. Hurst Stadium. They'll bring Lofton on to boot it to the Bears. It's down the center of the field, picked up at the 5 by the Bears, across the 20, across the 30, hit and stood up at the 31. And a nice return for the Bears and Dalen McDonald up to the 31-yard line. So Bears will get it at the 31 and go to work 1st and 10 there. The officials blow their whistles. A lot of conversating tonight in the opening game for this official crew here at John I. Hurst Stadium, Monroe McKelvin Field. They finished their conversation and put the football down on that 31-yard line, which is where the Bears will go to work. No, we got a flag. I'm sorry. It's a personal foul penalty against Colin. No, it's against the Bears. That's the second time he's done that. He signaled the penalty against Colin and marked it against the Bears. So they mark it against Southwest. I never saw the flag, but obviously there was one down there with that long conversation. So from the 31, take that football all the way back to the 11-yard, to the 16-yard line after the penalty. Second penalty now against the Bears. Bears go to work offensively. Quarterback pitches it out in the flat, across the 20, across the 25, and on his feet. A nice run by Dudley that time for the Bears. Dudley was looking for the chains that time, and he almost found them, but now we've got some more whistles. And the official brings this one way back to the 19. They're going to talk things over again. They talk things over again. They're still discussing things. There's a flag on that other end. Bears are backing up like it might be against them. It's a false start against Southwest. They'll decline that one. The second penalty's against the Bears. A chop block, they'll accept that one. So 2 penalties against Southwest. They'll accept the chop block penalty and push the Bears back. Boy, a couple of big penalties on this drive for Southwest. And they find themselves now back inside their own 10, back at the 9-yard line. Bears back at their own 9, 1st and long for Southwest. 5:34 in the clock running here on the opening quarter of this one. We're tied at 3 apiece. Bears and their quarterback Edmondson changing the play. Edmondson Looks like he may have dropped the football, and another flag is dropped on the field here at the stadium. Bears were able to keep the football. Let's see what the flag's all about this time. Colin moving. That one's going to go against the Wolfpack. It's a 5-yard penalty against the Wolfpack. 2 for 10 now against Colin in this football game. So second penalty for 10 yards against the Wolfpack. That'll move it 10 yards up now to the 14-yard line. So up to the 14 it will go. First and 12 for the Bears. Bears want to run it. Boy, nothing doing that time. They'll give him forward progress from the 14 up to the 15. So give the Bears only a yard on that play and bring up second down. Bears able to only pick up a yard that time. The football at the 15 on second down. 4:42 clock running, opening quarter here. John A. Hurst Stadium, Monroe McKelvin Field. We've seen 5 flags in this first quarter. 3 of those against the Bears, 2 against the Wolfpack. Edmondson will go back under center. Hands it off, and nope, kept it himself on a little trick play, but he'll pick up maybe a yard up to the 16. So he kept it himself that time and got from the 15 to the 16. Bears moving it about a yard at a time, and that'll bring 3rd and 9. So 3rd and 9, put it up near the 17 actually for the Bears. Ball actually up near that 17-yard line, bring up 3rd and 9 now for Southwest offensively. Bears want the football, quarterback to throw, that one's tipped at the line of scrimmage and incomplete. Colin getting their hands on that one. It looked like 94, LaMarcus Faulkner, who got his hands on that one for the Wolfpack. And that'll bring up 4th and 9 in the Bears after a couple of big penalties. Now with the incompletion, they'll have to boot this football away. The Bears will ask Mazza to stand back inside his own 5. Mazza will stand back inside his own 5 to boot the football. In fact, he's back at his own 2. Snap of the football, kicks up, high kick. Taken back at the 40 by Colin. They signal fair catch, and this time fair catch accepted by this official crew. And they'll put the football on the 41, and that's where Colin will go to work. So the Bears have to punt it on their second drive at 3:43 mark of this first quarter. They'll give it back to the Wolfpack at the 41-yard line with 3:43 to play here on this first quarter. Bears with their defense again on the field. That defense, that bend but don't break drive they had on the first drive where they kicked the 46-yard field goal. Now the Bears go to work defensively again. Colin with the football, wants to throw, hit as he throws, but it's complete to the 45. Inside Bear territory is Eric Rogers on the completion all the way to the 41. From the 41 to the 41 and a first down. Hargrave took a big hit as he threw that football, but he got it and completed it to Eric Rogers for the first down. Football at that 41-yard line, 1st and 10. Colin goes back to work right there. 3:15 clock running here in the opening quarter. Hargrave goes into the shotgun, complete again, and this time he'll just be tossed out of bounds at the 20, at the 34. Once again, that was, that was Rogers again who caught the football for the Wolfpack. So the football will be at the 36-yard line, second down manageable. Second down play coming for the Wolfpack on the Bear end of the field. At the 34, they'll spread them out, put 2 receivers to that right side. Now they'll put 1 to the left. They'll give it to the running back. He'll look for the first down marker. Bears will bring him down shy of the first down marker. That was Thompson, the sophomore, out of the backfield for the Wolfpack, who was dropped shy of the first down. and will bring up a third down play for the Wolfpack as they mark him on the 34. They gave him nothing that time. Bears able to push him back to the 34-yard line, so he'll go to work there on what is third down. Can the Bears come up with another stop here? Bear defense looks at three receivers to the left, one to the right. He wants to throw to Rogers. Rogers crosses the 30, will pick up the first down as he puts his head down close to the 25. It looks like the 26 for a first down for the Wolfpack. Fourth first down of the football game recorded for the Wolfpack as they put the football on the 26. Bears will sub in some fresh linemen. Colin subs, so the Bears will take the opportunity to sub some new guys in. First and 10, ball at the Bear 26-yard line for the Wolfpack. 1:35 in the clock running. Hargrave will give it off to his back, and he'll just go towards a pile of Wolfpack offensive line, and he'll push him across the 25 to the 24 for a gain of about 2. Make it 2nd and 8, just over a minute to play in the opening quarter here at Southwest. 3-3 football game. Bears and Wolfpack both got a field goal on their opening drive. Bears went 3 and out on their second drive after a couple of big penalties. Wolfpack have pushed it to the Bear 24. Wants to throw it complete. He lost his helmet in the backfield, and now we're going to get a penalty against the Bears. Probably as the face mask went off of Rogers, the flag immediately flew. You get a face mask penalty against Southwest. So the Bears take another penalty, and it looks like a drive that the Bears may have had Colin stopped on. The penalty comes back and gives the Wolfpack the first down. They'll bring the football to the 16-yard line. That's where they should bring it. 5 first downs, 4 penalties, over 40 yards worth of penalties now against the Bears. 49 seconds remaining in the opening quarter. First and 10 down at the 16-yard line for the Wolfpack. They'll give it to the running back. He'll find some room, scoot over a receiver, and get down inside the 5. Running at that time was Thompson. Thompson dove, trying to make a dive for the end zone, and he gets the first down, and he gets it down to the 2 for the Wolfpack. 6 first downs now for Colin. First and goal for the Wolfpack down at the 2. From the 2-yard line, Wolfpack with the football. They give it to him again, and he will find pay dirt. It's Thompson who took it in, and the first touchdown of this game belongs to the Wolfpack with 22 seconds remaining in this opening quarter, and the Wolfpack will take the first lead of this 2020 season. Bears had a 3-0 lead. We were tied at 3. Now Colin puts it in the end zone with Thompson to make it 9-3. Here comes the PAT try now for the Wolfpack. Wolfpack on the PAT. Snaps good, holds good, kicks up, kick looks good, and is good, and the Wolfpack take the 10-3 lead on the Bears with 22 seconds remaining here in the opening quarter. We'll step aside for 30 seconds. Back in 30 seconds, Bear football on K106 and Bear TV. John Ihurst Stadium, Monroe McKelvin Field, 22 seconds remaining in the opening quarter. It's a 10-3 Colin game as Colin scores on a 2-yard run by Thompson to get the first touchdown of this season. Here's the kickoff. It's a low one, picked up at the 15 by the Bears. Returned across the 20, on his feet across the 30, and will be brought down. Will the Bears, Dudley, he was pushed back, but forward progress. I think they're going to mark it around the 32-yard line. That's where they should mark the football, around the 32. We'll set up 1st and 10 for Southwest with 12 seconds remaining. They're going to move it up to the 32-yard line. That's where they drop that football, and that's where the Southwest offense goes back to work. Bears moving the football in their opening drive. Couple of bad penalties in that second drive hampered the Bears, or they couldn't really get anything going on that one. Bears will put the man in motion. They'll flip it to the man in motion. Crosses the 30, up across the 35. Nice piece of running that time for the Bears, and Deshaun Holmes, who got into the football game and took it from the 32 to the 35, and that'll be the end of the first quarter. We've played one. It's a 10-3 football game in favor of the Wolfpack of Colin. Bears with the football to start the second quarter. They'll have it at the 35-yard line when we return after a 30-second break. Back in 30, Bear footballs on K106 and Bear TV. for Colin offensively. So now Colin finds themselves in a 2nd and long situation. That Bear defense has been playing good here in the first half of this football game. Edmondson that's Hargrave that wants the football. He's in his own end zone, wants to throw. Boy, all kind of time now, he's being traced down. First Bear misses him, he throws it incomplete, and a flag gonna fly late. Did the Bears hit the quarterback late? It looks like that's what the indication is going to be. The white hat threw it in the end zone. The pass was incomplete, but we're going to get a penalty. It's intentional. It is roughing the passer. That's what we thought it was probably going to be. The Bears put a late hit on the passer. And all that work for nil on the penalty now, as that'll give the Wolfpack the first down, as they will bring the football up to the 22. 5 penalties now against Southwest. It was the personal foul penalty, roughing the passer. Not the little penalty, but the big penalty that time. He'll hand it off, nothing doing. He's dropped back at the 20 for a loss of 2. Boy, the Bear defense playing with a lot of emotion here in this second quarter. Football back at the 20-yard line, 10:49 to play after a loss. He lost from the 22 back to the 20. Clock running, 10:39 to play. Ball sits in the middle of the field for the Wolfpack offense. 10-3, Wolfpack leads it. This Bear defense giving it all they got here in the second quarter of this one. Empty backfield for Hargrave. Now he'll bring Allen on late to stand beside him. Hargrave wants to throw, complete up to the 20. First Bear misses him, second Bear clobbers him at about the 21-yard line, and that's maybe a yard up to the 21 on the completion, and will bring up a 3rd down and long situation now for Colin. Boy, that Colin offense is meeting a juggernaut in the Southwest defense. Football at the 21-yard line, 3rd and long now for the Wolfpack, 9:49 to play here in the second quarter. Hargrave wants the football, stays in the shotgun formation, wants to throw the football, scrambles around, throws it downfield. That one is complete to the 36-yard line. What a throw to the Bear 36, making the completion downfield is Malik Jones. And that's going to bring it all the way down to the 36-yard line. A huge play for Colin as they get not only a first down, but they bring it all the way to the Bear 36. Colin, quick snap, high phone snap. They get it off, complete out in the flat. Hit shy of the 30 is Eric Rogers, the sophomore out of Shannon High School, at the 31. So from the 36 to the 31, after the big completion, Colin goes from their own 21 to the Bear 36. On a completion downfield, Hargrave, boy, but talk about perfect throw, putting the biscuit in the basket. That's exactly what he did on that one. Ball's at the 31-yard line, 8:45 to play second quarter. Colin spreads them out. They put 2 to the left, 1 to the right. Bring a tight end in, hand it off, ball's on the field. I think Colin got it back at the 35, they did. They say the Wolfpack got it back at the 35-yard line on the fumble that time, so Colin will keep it at the 35-yard line with 8:15 to play before halftime. So now once again the Bears have Colin in a 3rd and long situation. Last time it was 3rd and long. They were able to get it on a big throw. Wants to throw again, puts this one in the air. Overthrew his intended receiver, Rogers, that time. It's incomplete. Rogers was down about the 5, but he overthrew him by about 2 yards. Incomplete. It brings up 4th and 9, and let's see what Coach Glenn Davis decides to do for Colin. Clock stops on the incompletion with 7:51 to play. That's a long field goal if that's what Colin decides to do. Looks like they want to just punt the football. Bears will send Williams back and into his own end zone to receive it. He will boot it, and the Bears will let that one go into the end zone. And the Bear defense has once again held the Wolfpack of Colin. They have to punt it with 7:44 to play here in the second quarter. This Bear offense, who had a very impressive opening drive on a 37-yard field goal, but since has punted, fumbled, and punted, they get the football up at the 20. Football will be at the 20-yard line for the Bear offense. 7:44 and the clock stopped here at John I. Hurst Stadium, Monroe McKelvin Field on this Thursday night, opening night of community college football. It's two old rivals, Colin and Southwest. In motion of the Bears, go right behind the center and move it from the 20 to about the 22, maybe the 23 that time for Southwest. Carrying the football for the Bears was Campbell, and he'll bring it, they'll say, to the 23. So Campbell will pick up 3 yards for his trouble. Second down, clock running, 7:20 to play here in the second quarter. Been a good one here, a 10-3 football game with 7:14 remaining here in the second quarter. Bears once again want to run it. This time a little bit of room. Up to about the 25. They'll say just shy of the 25 at the 24. That hole closed a little bit quicker on Campbell that time. He was only able to get a yard to the 24. So that one closed up on Campbell a lot quicker. 6:44 and the clock running here in the second quarter. Don't forget, Dr. Steve Bishop will join us at halftime. We'll talk Southwest Mississippi Community College as school is restarted. Football is restarted here on the campus. Bears take the direct snap to Wilson. Wilson flipped around the side, and it's incomplete. Now he went with Jaden Wilson, the other quarterback that time for the Bears, and he throws an incomplete pass, and it'll bring up 4th down for the Bear offense. And once again, the Bears will bring their punter onto the field. Remember, Colin deferred. They get the football to start the second half of this one. Bears will go 3 and out on this drive. Colin will put a man back at their own 40. High snap, brought down, punts. A good one, fair catch called for at the 41-yard line, and that's where Colin will go back to work. The Bears another 3 and out with 6:16 remaining in the second quarter. And the Wolfpack will get the football at the 41-yard line. Will go to work on their 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th drive from offense. So on their 5th drive from offense, Colin has kicked a field goal, scored, thrown an interception, and punted on their first 4 drives. On their 5th drive, they start at their own 41. Hargraves, the quarterback, out of the shotgun, keeps it himself, gets away from the first group of Bears, crosses midfield to the 50, and finally brought down about the 48 on the Bear end and a first down. Hargrave on the quarterback keeper that time gives Colin 8 first downs in this football game, with the football at the 48-yard line now on the Bear end. Each team, both with all 3 timeouts remaining. Nobody's used a timeout in the first half. Football back at the 48-yard line. Hargrave to throw, complete. This time a little pass out in the slide, but boy, just keeps avoiding Bears, continues to avoid Bears, and Gerard is all the way down to the 31. Boy, he just kept sidestepping Bear defenders, breaking out of foot tackles and brings it all the way to the 31-yard line and gets another Wolfpack first down to the 31. So another first down for the Wolfpack to the 31. I'll hand it off again. Turns around, goes the other way, does Allen. He will find it. More than that, he didn't. And Allen gets another first down for Colin as he will bring that to the 19. 3 plays, 3 first downs for the Wolfpack. Football at the 19-yard line, just over 5 minutes to play. Wolfpack at the Bear 19-yard line. They'll put 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. The left, the weak side. The hash sits on that side and whistles and flag before the snap of the football and timeout. The play clock was expiring, and Colin saw that, so as the flag was being reached for, timeout was being taken. Timeout, Colin will step aside for a 30-second break. Back in 30 seconds, Bear football on K106 and Bear TV. Well, don't forget the SMCC Alumni Association is having their fall 2020 membership drive from October 1st through November 12th. $100 gets you a lifetime membership to the SMCC Alumni Association. We'll talk about some of the great things you get with that $100 as we continue on the broadcast this evening. You can see Miss Loran Gerald for more information as she leads the Alumni Association here on the Southwest campus. Snap to Hargrave. He wants to pass it into the end zone. Did he hang on to it? They say incomplete pass into the end zone. It was intended for Eric Rogers, but it's incomplete and will bring up 2nd down and 10. So 2nd and 10 now for Colin. Football at the 19-yard line on the Bear end. The clock will stop on the incompletion with 4:47 to play in this second quarter. 10-3, Colin leading it here on the homestanding Bears of Southwest. Hargrave back at his 25-yard line in shotgun, wants the football. Throws it out in the flat, complete. And for just a short gain before he's dropped is Tyquan Henderson. And now we're going to get a late flag. They're going to probably say the Bears hit him late. Bears grabbed him, pushed him out of bounds. Did he hang on to him too long? That's going to be the big question. Man with the white hat will come to this side and give us the penalty. He looks back at the Colin sideline. Now he comes to the middle of the field. We wait for the call. He's holding. It's against Colin. Well, he signals it against Colin anyway. Let's see if that's what he does. They've signaled it a couple of times and marked it off the other way, but they got this one right. It's a hold against Colin. 3 penalties for 20 yards now against the Wolfpack. So Bears will take the penalty and will bring it back on a 10-yard penalty to the 26. So the football will be at the 26-yard line. Paul Hargrave in the offense wants to throw. Hargrave sidesteps the rush, throws it, and it's incomplete. He sidestepped to the Bear defenders, but threw it incomplete. That'll bring up a 3rd and 18 now for the Wolfpack. So 3rd and 18 for the Wolfpack. Clock will stop with 4:22 to play before halftime. It's a 10-3 Wolfpack lead, and what has been a very good Bear defense Since that first two drives, the Bears defense has knuckled down. 3rd and 18 situation for Hargrave in the offense. Hargrave wants to throw out in the flat, trying to make something happen is Rogers, and he'll be brought down well shy of what's needed for a first down. In fact, he'll be brought down at the 21. We'll see what Colin decides to do here. It'll be 4th and about 12. And they're going to try another long field goal. This one not as long as the last one. They stand at the 28. It's a 38-yard try. He made a 46-yard field goal earlier. The 38-yard field goal is up, and it is good. Colin kicks a 38-yard field goal with 3:41 to play. Makes it a 13-3 football game. A couple of Colin field goals and a touchdown. We were talking about the SMCC Alumni Association. Don't forget their fall 2020 membership drive from October 1st to November 12th. Lifetime membership for $100. You'll receive mailing of the Pine Bur newspaper, access privileges to the campus.
Hi, my name is Kim Toller, and I'm a 2000 graduate of the Southwest Mississippi Community College Associate Degree Nursing Program. I've been a registered nurse for 20 years, and now my son Slade attends college here. I love Southwest because it's family, and I would encourage all alumni to join the Alumni Association and give back to your college and community. Go Bears!
Join the SMCC Alumni Association today. Call 601-276-2442.
Excuse me, from Colin. It's taken back inside the 5 by the Bears. They will return this one, and he'll be stood up and dropped about the 19-yard line. And that's where the Bears will have it 1st and 10 with 3:35 remaining before halftime. Bears with the full complement of timeouts and have the football at the 19. A 38-yard field goal, a 46-yard field goal, and a 2-yard touchdown run for Colin to score their 13. The Bears have a Mazza 37-yard field goal for their 3. Just over 3.5 to play. Bears give it to the quarterback. That's Wilson. Wilson throws it complete up across the 30 to the 31. The completion to number 85, Jabez Griffin for the Bears. And the result should be a first down as they mark it up at the 31. It is a first down for Southwest. Bears won't go 3 and out this time. They get a first down. First time the Bears have gotten a first down since their opening drive from offense. They picked up 4 on that drive. Bears go with Wilson again at quarterback. He sits in the shotgun formation. Puts the man in motion in front of him. Asks for the football. Wants to throw the football. That one knocked down. A Colin defender got in there. That was Jalen Campbell who got his paws on that one for the Wolfpack and brings up 2nd and 10. Clock will stop with 2:57 to play here before halftime. Bears come out of their huddle and come to the football up at the 31. They put a receiver on that far side, which is the left side. They put one receiver on this short end, which is the right end. They put the man in motion. They give it directly to the man in motion. He goes down the sideline and picks up a nice gain. They're going to say he stepped out a lot earlier than we thought, though. They're going to say he stepped out back at the 37-yard line. So McDonald takes the direct snap to the 37. Boy, I thought he got over there past the 40. They'll move it up to the 38. They'll say the 38-yard lines was where he stepped out of bounds. And that's where the Bears will have a third down play coming. So third down for the Bears at their own 38. Wilson asks for the football, gives it to his running back, and boy, he's met by a group of Colin defenders and nothing doing that time for the Bears. And Jerry Johnson Johnson, the 5'11", 190-pound sophomore out of Moss Point, picks up nothing as it goes back to the line of scrimmage and brings up 4th down for the Bears. Bears on their own end kept the offense out. Now they'll swap and bring the punting unit on with 1:57 remaining. Colin puts a man back at the 25. Bears ran the punter on late. They'll snap it. He will boot it away. It's a wobbler, hits a Bear, but keeps bound up. Must not have hit him as it rolls and will be down. And now the Bears jump on it. They say Colin ball at the 21. Looked like it hit the Bears up here earlier. But the officials say it's at the 21 and belongs to the Wolfpack. So the punt for Southwest with 1:33 will give it to the Wolfpack up at the 21. And they'll call a penalty. I'm not sure what they called that time. They move it from the 21 to the 36, so obviously there was a flag against Southwest on a personal foul. They move it to the 36-yard line. 1:33. I think they called the personal foul after the play. The Bears kind of thought they may have owned that football and were chirping pretty good. That's where that flag probably came in. But it gives Colin the 36-yard line, 1st and 10. Colin spreads them out. 3 receivers to the left. They give it to Rogers out in the flat, and he picks up a gain to about the 40. Rogers about a 4-yard gain to the 40-yard line. Will bring up 2nd down play there. 2nd down football at the 40 for the Wolfpack of Colin. 13-3, Colin leading it with just over a minute to play. Football's on the 40. Hargrave asked for it. Hargrave will hand it to his running back. Hits a pile of Bears, bounces off them. Second group gets him at the 42 up to the 43. They need the 46 for a 1st down, and now I think Colin will use a 2nd timeout. Wolfpack will use their 2nd timeout right there with 47 seconds. With the timeout, we'll step aside for 30 seconds. You're listening to Bear Football on K106 and Bear TV. Well, there are some fall athletics going on, including Southwest Golf, who just recently went to Northeast to participate in the event at Shiloh Ridge up in Corinth. The 3rd and 4th, which is coming up this weekend, they'll be in another MACCC event at Eagle Ridge in Raymond. Southwest first year for a golf team participating in great events. They'll throw it this time. It's complete across midfield to the 45. The completion that time for the Wolfpack. They gave it to number 81. That's LaCorey Young to the 45, and now the Wolfpack going to get in a hurry. 11 1st downs. Hargrave fakes the throw, pulls it down, runs it himself, and will run it near the 35-yard line, near what's needed for a 1st down with 24 seconds. But they will say not quite enough. He got the 36, not the 35. Clock continues to run. Flag gonna fly from the backfield, and the catch will be a touchdown, but let's see what the flag is for. The flag was thrown very early in the sequence by the official in the back. There's another flag on the side. Let's see what the flags are about as to whether or not the touchdown will stand. The officials talking this one over. Both flags were flown well before the touchdown throw. Substitution violation against the Bears. They'll decline the penalty and get the touchdown. So 36-yard touchdown completion to Rogers. So it's a substitution violation against the Bears. So Rogers gets the touchdown with 8 seconds. Here comes the PAT. The PAT is up. PAT looks good, is good, and Colin gets a touchdown with 8 seconds remaining to lead it 20-3 here in the closing moments of this first half. We had 2 penalty markers go down. They both agreed illegal substitution against Southwest. Colin declines the penalty, gets the touchdown and the subsequent PAT, and they now lead it 20-3 on the Bears, who put together that opening drive where they got the field goal, but nothing since for Southwest here in the first half. The Bears will have 8 seconds and all 3 timeouts to deal with, but not much time left on that clock for the Bears. Let's see if Colin Pooch kicks this one or kicks it deep. See what they decide to do with Bryce Lofton, their kicker. Lofton looks left, looks right. Here comes the kick of the football. It is the Pooch kick. Bears will pick it up at the 20. They'll bring it up to the 30, spin around at the 30. He will be brought down there with 2 seconds. The Bears will get it at the 30. Clock only shows 1 second. We got a multiple flags down on the play as well. So multiple flags down on the playing field here at Southwest. Colin's brought their defense on. They're ready to play. The officials are huddled over the 2 flags. Man with the white ass going to tell us what it's all about. Illegal participation against the Bears.
2 weeks ago, we told you to walk in there. You were there. You were in the parking lot.
So it's illegal participation against Southwest. Well, the penalties racked up on the Bears here in the first half. Bears up around 100 yards in penalties in the first half of this football game. So that'll bring it back to the 16-yard line. So Bears will get it at the 16 with 1 second. Bears get 1 play from offense. They will lose the ball on a fumble, but they'll get it back, and that'll be the end of the first half. Bears get it back on the fumble, but that's the end of the first half, 20-3. Colin will lead this one. As we head to the halftime, we'll step aside, catch our breath, and come back after a 2-minute break. Back in 2 minutes. Bear football's on K106 and Bear TV.
I can say I've done a lot of things in my life. I've flown with the Eagles, rolled with the Cowboys, I've barreled through the barriers. One thing I can't say though is that I did it alone. People ask me what makes a legend. I always say it's about being a part of something bigger. It's never just me. It's always one for all. Whatever comes your way, do it together.
Get up to date on everything athletic at Southwest Mississippi Community College. Watch Inside Bear Athletics on Bear TV, YouTube, and Facebook. Check us out every Tuesday evening at 6 p.m.
beating Pearl River 21-6. It's Jones College beating East Central 7-3. Holmes beating Northeast. It's a 14-3 score in that one. It's 10-6 Kahoma beating Itawamba. And remember, one game not being played in the MACJC Northwest and Mississippi Delta. That game getting canceled tonight. Well, halftime festivities. Southwest Band about to perform right now, though. We visit with presidents of Southwest Mississippi Community College, Dr. Steve Bishop. And Dr. Bishop, the one thing I know you have to be happy about, two things. Number one, that there are kids back on this Southwest campus, because 3 months ago, let's face it, we didn't know if we'd see that or not for the fall semester.
Absolutely, Benji. We're excited to have a large number of people on our campus, a large student body. We've got a really good crowd here tonight, and mainly it's a lot of our students and a lot of the community supporting us, and outstanding band on the field. But we are glad to have a nice group of students, faculty, staff on our campus this semester. This summer, we were planning, all the presidents talking about what we needed to do with COVID and things such as that. To have a football game with the stadium lights on and the community support after going through that means a great deal. Every week that goes by on our campus, we're just excited that we've made it through it and we can continue having our educational process taking place, our face-to-face classes, our classes that we do take online, or career technical classes, academics, all of our labs, all these things. And we've worked, our outstanding faculty and staff, to make sure that we could have an environment that would be conducive to learning, but also one that's healthy and safe. And so far, we've been able to do that. Now, we've had a few bumps in the road, but certainly we are doing the best we can. Our students have stepped up, following the protocol that we have set forth for them. And we're just thankful for that. Benji, we talked several weeks ago about, the different things that were going on. And, there was a time where we didn't really think that we would even have a football season. So we're excited to be here tonight.
I was going to say, there was a time when you and I were talking several weeks ago. It was 9, then it was 8, then it was 6. And at that point, we didn't know if it would be any games. But, again, the lights are on. The crowd's participating. And, one thing we have to give a hats off to, not only the administration and staff, you guys did, but the students bought into the safety protocols too, because they wanted to come back just as bad as the administration wanted them back, didn't they?
Absolutely. We set aside some protocol, just for mainly the safety of our students, and giving them confidence that when they did come back on our campus, that they would feel comfortable going to class. And they could, once they got settled in the class, then they could certainly focus on their subject matter that they were being taught. So, absolutely, we do a lot of things on our campus to try to ensure people's safety. We have temperature checks. We have socially distanced classrooms. We make sure there's hand sanitizer all over our campus, things such as that. So we have a lot of protocol set forth. We have a COVID committee, a reopening the campus task force, we called it originally, that meet on a regular basis just to reevaluate, a continuous evaluation of what we're doing here to make sure that things are safe, following the protocol and doing the best we can to offer an opportunity, or many opportunities, for our students, much like tonight.
Well, one thing we've also been able to do, of course, with our season starting late, some of these high schools have been looking for places to play. I know you've been able to open your campus up to Bowling Green, to Brookhaven Academy, to Park Lane. We're supposed to open it up to North Pike tomorrow night, before they unfortunately had a little hiccup in their road. But for other schools in your district, and even some outside your district, to be able to come and use the campus too, that's, again, something we didn't think we would be able to do. But I know something that the schools had a need with the 25% capacity, and you were able to kind of open your campus to them.
Absolutely. Early on in the summer, we were looking at the protocols, and high schools were certainly concerned about that. And we were able to, as you said, have Bowling Green Academy played them at School Center 1 week, and then they came back a week or so later and played Columbia Academy. And just last Friday, we had Brookhaven Academy here as the home team.
That's something you don't hear in 2020, isn't it?
Yeah, they're the home team, and Park Lane Academy was a visiting team. So it was a great night. I was here that night, was able to visit on both sides, and have a great administration and faculty and staff on both of those schools. So we were glad to have them last week. Heard a lot of compliments about that, and certainly that made us feel good, because we wanted to make sure that both Brookhaven as well as Park Lane were that they felt welcome, because they're our community. They're the people we know, and we want to make sure that this is their college. We want them to feel very comfortable here. So we welcome any group that wants to play on our stadium field. If it's available, certainly we'll be glad to have them. But it turned out to be a very good night, and if it wasn't for COVID, we would not have had that opportunity. So looking back, COVID has been difficult. It's challenging, and it still is. And there's a lot of sick folks out there, and there's people who have lost loved ones, and that's something we do not need to forget. And we need to remember those people every day, and we need to support them. We need to keep them in our prayers. But we have learned a great deal from having to survive, if you will, having to work through and navigate this process. We've learned some things. I think even after the pandemic is over, we will employ those things that we've learned to make us even better. And certainly we want this to be over, but we're trying, as I said earlier, to navigate through this and make this the best possible for our faculty, staff, our students, and we've gotten great support from our Board of Trustees and our community. So very thankful to be a part of what's going on here at Southwest.
One side question. What's it like seeing a game from the visitor side?
Oh, yeah,
it was different for me. How was it for you?
Yeah, it was totally different. I tell you what, again, you learn from some things over there, different perspective, and actually it's a nice place to watch a ball game over there.
It was. I was in the visitors press box for the first time ever last week, and it was a different view for sure. I saw you sitting down there. I was like, that's what I've got to ask him. What's it like for the president of Southwest to watch a game from the visitor sideline?
Well, I was over there supporting my daughter, who is a cheerleader. Catherine is a senior cheerleader down at Park Lane. And I'm definitely, as I said, when I come to the ball game, I know people will possibly view me as the president of Southwest, but my main mission or my main role, if you will, last Friday, I was a cheer dad. I was cheering on Catherine and her friends and also their team. And certainly when you view it from that side, it's a different perspective. And I was very proud, to be honest with you, that things look good. I'm proud of our staff, our grounds people for getting things ready to go. Little details mean a lot. I mean, this summer we cleaned and restriped our track. We came in this week and repainted our field goals. We have a brand new flagpole. The things we've done the last several years. You've witnessed it, Benji, that we have made a great deal of improvements with our athletic facilities, especially here at the football stadium. So, proud that it looks nice. It's a great place to watch a game, a great place for our students to play and participate, be in the band, cheer, dance, and for our students to come out. It's all about student activity, making sure that they get plugged in, making sure they're healthy, making sure they're doing well, and hopefully we can attract even more outstanding students in the future. And I think we will. We look forward to having them, and we're glad that you're with us tonight. We're glad you're the voice of the Bears, and thank you for your efforts as well. So glad to have this crowd here tonight, and we look forward to the season.
Absolutely. One more quick thing. I know you talked about facilities getting added. You did add one more thing. You took a current building and turned it into something else with the new weight room, didn't you?
Yeah, and because of COVID, our weight room in our field house is very nice, but when you look at it, it's small, and we were only able to have, with the COVID protocol, we were only able to have 20 to 25 student athletes in there at one time. So we said, we're not going to be able to have a weight room for all of our athletes, every sport that we have: football, basketball, softball, baseball, soccer, tennis, and golf, and even our cheer team lift weights. So we weren't going to be able to handle that. So we moved some of our weights into another facility, our grill gym area, and it just looked nice, and was, hey, we can turn this into a performance center. So we have plans to maybe repurpose that facility and to turn it into something that we can be proud of. But just give us a little bit of time, and you're going to see some even improvements over there. And that's mainly going to help our student athletes, our cheer team, be stronger and ultimately keep them from being injured as often. And certainly will help in recruiting as well. If you can have a performance center, a weight room, if you will, to help out and make our athletes better. So, yeah, I'm glad you brought that up. We're excited about that possibility. Over the next 12 months or so, we're gonna make that even better. So thanks for mentioning that.
Absolutely. One of the greatest things I know with Dr. Bishop, I've talked to you a couple of times, Probably one of the best days you've had this semester was the first day those kids rolled back on campus, because that's what it's really all about, campus life. I know, of course, you as the president live on campus. Your kids are on campus. It had to be so great when those first kids rolled into the dorms, and they've been able to stay in the dorms, and that's a testament, again, to not only the kids but to the administration and to the teachers and the faculty and the staff here at Southwest. Let's hope we keep it up going. Let's have a good fall semester, and, of course, in the spring semester, you're going to be very busy with all the sports going on, because every other sport going to be playing in the spring, so get ready to enjoy baseball and softball and soccer and basketball and everything else we can squeeze in. Huh?
Absolutely. We're going to be busy, and Benji, you're going to be very busy yourself. I'm hoping Vicki was going to allow you to go to all those games, and we're just going to have to take her with us.
We'll just put a seat for her and the kids on the bus somewhere.
That's right.
Dr. Bishop, thanks so much for joining us. We appreciate it. We look forward to all of the vast improvements, and, of course, to having a great fall semester here at Southwest Mississippi Community College. Appreciate your time.
Thank you so much, Benji.
Thank you. We'll come back in 2 minutes, run down the numbers of the first half after a 2-minute break. Bear Football is on K106 and Bear TV.
Hi, my name is Kim Toller, and I'm a 2000 graduate of the Southwest Mississippi Community College Associate Degree Nursing Program. I've been a registered nurse for 20 years, and now my son Slade attends college here. I love Southwest because it's family, and I would encourage all alumni to join the Alumni Association and give back to your college and community. Go Bears!
Join the SMCC Alumni Association today. Call 601-276-2442.
Kelvin Field. It's a 20-3 score. Let's look at the numbers of the first half. Those are just handed to us. It's a 20-3 score. Let's see, Colin with 14 first downs. The Bears with 5 rushing yards. Colin 16 rushes for 54 yards. The Bears 15 rushes for 30 yards. It was passing yards the difference. Colin with 171 passing yards. The Bears with 60 passing yards. Colin, 23 attempts, completed 15 passes through 1 interception. The Bears attempted 8 passes, completed 5, did not throw an interception. Total offense, Colin ran 39 plays for 225 yards. Bears ran 23 plays for 90 yards. In the first half of play, you see in the red zone scoring chances, Colin was 1 for 3. Bears were 1 for 1. You look at some individual numbers. Paul Hargrave, quarterback for Colin, 15 of 21 for 171 yards and a touchdown. Hargrave along with Thompson and Allen all rushing the football for Colin. Hargrave 4 for 17, Thompson 5 for 18, Allen 6 for 15. Receiving, Eric Rogers, the big guy there. Rogers and Henderson each have 5 completions. Rogers for 33, Henderson for 58 in the football game. You look at Southwest, Brendan Edmondson, 4 completions for 5 attempts on 48 yards. Jaden Wilson, 1 completion on 3 attempts for 12 yards. Bears rushing the football, Edmondson 5 carries, 14 yards. Campbell 6 carries for 10 yards. Dalen McDonald a carry for 6 yards. In the football game, receiving, McDonald has caught 1 pass for 13 yards. Campbell 1 pass for 20 yards. And Griffith 3 passes for 27 yards in the football game. The first score came at the 10:02 mark. Josh Mazza's field goal. It was a 37-yard field goal, made it 3-0 Bears. Bryce Lofton's field goal from 46 was good, made it a 3-3 game. Then Thompson rushed for a 2-yard touchdown, made it a 9-3 game. Bryce Lofton's PAT was good to make it 10-3. Bryce Lofton next score was at 3:41 to play. The 38-yard field goal was good to make it 13-3. And then Paul Hargrave pass completed to Tyquan Henderson for 36 yards for a touchdown. The penalty, illegal touching, declined by Colin. The score would stand, make it 19-3. Lofton would add the PAT to make it 20-3. And that's how we would go to the first half. Again, you look at penalties in the first half. We covered those just a little bit earlier in this in the numbers. Look at those again. Penalties for yards, 3 for 20 against Colin, and 5 for, well, that's not the total ones there. That's not all the penalties. But nonetheless, first half numbers right there for Colin and Southwest. 20-3 is our score. We'll come back in 2 minutes. Get ready for the second half. Back in 2 minutes. Bear footballs right here on K106 and Bear TV.
Get up to date on everything athletic at Southwest Mississippi Community College. Watch Inside Bear Athletics on Bear TV, YouTube, and Facebook. Check us out every Tuesday evening at 6 p.m.
Hi, my name is Kim Toller, and I'm a 2000 graduate of the Southwest Mississippi Community College Associate Degree Nursing Program. I've been a registered
Well, scores from other football games, 20-3 is our score. Let's look at Owamba and Coahoma. It's 10-3 in favor of Coahoma on that one. Northeast is beating Holmes 21-3. It's Jones beating East Central 10-3. And let's see, Gulf Coast beating Pearl River 21-13. Of course, the Delta Northwest game was postponed. And those are your scoreboard. Now remember, a 6-game regular season, they'll play those 6 games in 7 weeks. Each team will be given an off week. Like, for instance, you notice Hines in the South Division not playing this week. This is Hines' off week here in week 1 for the Bears. Their off week comes in week 3. Bears will make the trip to Decatur to take on East Central Community College next week. Bears are off the following week before getting back into South Division play. Of course, all the games are South Division play here on this 2020 campaign. So Bears again tonight against Colin, off to East Central next week, and then a week off. Again, it's all South Division games. Bears will have some more home games. They'll have both Gulf Coast and Jones here at John I. Hurt Stadium. They'll make the trips again to East Central. They'll go to Hines, and they'll also make a trip to Pearl River. Well, it's a 20-3 score again. Bears with 5 first downs. Colin with 14 in the first half. And Colin will get the football to start the second half. We come back in 30 seconds with the kickoff. Back in 30 seconds. Bear football is on K106 and Bear TV.
I can say I've done a lot of things in my life. I've flown with the Eagles, rode with the Cowboys, I've barreled through the berries. One thing I can't say though is that I did it alone. People ask me what makes a legend. I always say it's about being a part of something bigger. It's never just me. It's always one for all.
K106.net, the K106 app. If you're on Bear TV, say hello to Andrew Dale behind us. Dr. Dale, of course, up here early tonight, making sure all the Bear TV stuff was in proper working condition for tonight's festivities. Appreciate the hard work he done. And then, of course, Case Johnston, who sits over here to my immediate. There he is right there for the Bear TV folks, as he, of course, handles the switching and makes sure we get to see the best views of tonight's football game. That's the Bear TV crew for you right there. They'll be on the road with us next week up at East Central Community College. Dr. Dale, you're going, right? There you go. Dr. Dale says he's in to make the trip next week to East Central Community College for Bear football. Bears will kick off the second half to Colin. Remember, Colin won the toss. They deferred to the second half. So they scored right there at the last moments of the first half, and now they come back here in the second half and own this football to start the second half, leading it 20-3 over the homestanding Bears of Southwest Mississippi Community College. Let's see if Coach Tim Stowers and his Bear offense made some adjustments. Defense looked good. Boy, they just stayed on the field so gosh darn long in that first half. Kind of ran out of steam there towards the end, and a couple of bad Bear penalties didn't help matters in the first half for the defense as well. So let's see what adjustments were made as we get ready to start the second half of this one. And here's the kickoff from Mazza, and it's in the end zone. Colin will run it out of the end zone, bring it up across the 10, the 15, on his feet at the 20, and will be pushed out of bounds shy of the 25-yard line. And that's where Colin will go to work as we start second half action here at John I. Hurt Stadium, Monroe McKelvin Field, on a beautiful, beautiful Thursday night for football here in Summit. Of course, softball was playing earlier. Lights still on at the softball field. Baseball played yesterday. Lights are on up there as well. And, of course, the only action right now is here on the football field at John I. Hurt Stadium for football. Colin will start. They'll start up at the 24-yard line. That's where they will go to work offensively at the 24-yard line. 1st and 10. Colin going to spread them out. They'll come out in that spread formation. They'll hand it off on the opening play, and he's lost his footing. Did the running back, and in the process of losing his footing, Drexlin Allen going to fall down at the 25-yard line. So he's going to gain about a yard for his trouble. We'll call it 2nd down and 9 for the Wolfpack. So 2nd down and 9 for the Wolfpack. Ball at the 25-yard line. As the Bear defense trying to come out and answer the bell here in the opening moments. Quarterback wants to throw. That one complete across the 30 to the 31 and stepping out of bounds after making the completion for Colin is Dontavius Turner, the South Pike product. He makes it to the 31 and will bring up 3rd down now for the Wolfpack. So 3rd down for the Wolfpack. Football at the 31-yard line. Let's call it 3rd and 4. Wolfpack puts 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Running back And that's Allen sits right beside his quarterback. Quarterback asks for the football. Wants to throw the football. It's complete, hit immediately right at the first down marker at the 35. They say good enough for a first down, move the chains. So they make it to the 35, called a first down. That's 15 in the football game now for Colin. Football at the 35-yard line. So Colin able to move the chains on the 35, have it 1st and 10 right there. 1st and 10 for the Wolfpack. 2 receivers left, 2 right. Boy, run it right up the gut. He found a big hole, did Allen, and he'll bring it across midfield to the 49 and inside Bear territory. Allen found himself a big hole right up the gut of that Southwest defensive line, and he'll bring it across midfield to the 49-yard line. And the Bear defense will have to work now on their own end of the field as Colin's brought it to the Southwest end at the 49-yard line. 13 minutes to play, third quarter action here. Monroe McKelvin Field, John I. Hurst Stadium on the Southwest campus. Quarterback in the shotgun formation. Gives it to his running back. This is the other back, Thompson. Thompson will bring it to the 45 for a short gain. From the 49 to the 45 for Thompson. And that football will rest on the 45-yard line. Second down play coming. Second down play coming now for the Colin offense. Colin stays in that same formation. They send 2 receivers to that left side to the right. Quarterback wants to throw. Throws a quick slant pass out in the flat, and it's incomplete. Bears reading that one pretty good. In fact, I think Jalen Davis might have got his hands on that one for the Bears as it falls incomplete and brings up third down at the 45. From the 45-yard line, 3rd and 6 now for the Bears. Bear defense trying to answer the call on this opening drive of the second half here against the Wolfpack of Colin. They stay in that formation. Boy, this time they add a receiver to the left side. 3 receivers to the left now. Wolfpack wants to throw. Plenty of time. They throw it complete to the 40-yard line. That is going to be about a yard shy of what is needed for a first down. It will bring up 4th and 1 now for the Wolfpack. So 4th down and 1 for the Wolfpack with the football at the 40-yard line, and the Wolfpack will leave their offense on the field. Wolfpack will go for it on 4th and 1 with the football at the Southwest 40. Football's on the Southwest 40. They give it to the running back. He gets the first down. In fact, he ran out of the pile and is still on his feet across the 35 to the 30. Oh, he broke out of a pile of Bears and brought it all the way to the 30-yard line. Running at that time was Thompson, and he gets the first down for the Wolfpack. 17 first downs for the Wolfpack in this football game. They're at the 30-yard line now, where they will line up a 1st and 10 play at the 30. 1st and 10, football on the 30-yard line for the Wolfpack. This opening drive of the third quarter. Wolfpack go for it on 4th and 1, get the first down. They throw it out in the flat, cut down immediately is Eric Rogers. Carl Myers getting his hands on him and bringing him down back at the 31 for a loss of 1 that time for the Wolfpack. Nice job defensively that time by Carl Myers defensively for the Bears. Football on the 31-yard line. 2nd down 11 after the loss of 1 on the completion. The wide side shows 3 receivers. Puts the ball in the air. Nobody in the area now. Flag gonna fly. Pass interference most likely against Carl Myers and the Bears. That's what you would assume anyway over there where that official was. He'll come to the man with the white hat and give him the call. Neither side moving yet. They signal it against the Bears. Pass interference against Southwest and Carl Myers. So pass interference against the Bears. And another big penalty against the Bear defense is going to bring this football down to the 15-yard line. The ball comes to the 15, give them a first down. That's 18 in the football game for the Wolfpack. The football will sit at the 15-yard line, 1st and 10 for Colin. Pass interference on Carl Myers and the Bears sets up 1st and 10 at the 15. Wants to throw the football. That one complete to the 11, thrown down at the 11-yard line. The pass complete. It was number 5, Allen, who caught that football and brought it to the 11. So football's on the 11-yard line. 2nd down now, in deep in Bear territory for the Wolfpack after the Bear penalty. Quarterback wants to throw, he's got time, goes to the end zone, stretches out. Did he hang on to it? Touchdown, Colin. Colin gets the touchdown. It was number 13, DeMarcus Clancy, I think, who scored that touchdown for the Wolfpack. With 9:49 remaining, so the penalty, the pass interference penalty, comes back to haunt the Bears. PAT kick is up, kick is good, and Colin going to take a 27-3 lead on Southwest as they put a drive together, a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 play drive that results in an 11-yard touchdown throw at the 9:49 mark. The PAT is good, 27-3 our score here at John I. Hurst Stadium, Monroe McKelvin Field. So Southwest will get the football now for the first time in this second half. Now down 27-3. Boy, you got to wonder if this Bear offense can put together a nice sustained drive and score, something they haven't been able to do since the very first drive of this football game when they got that field goal. The Bears have had nothing offensively since as far as denting that home scoreboard. Colin will kick it with Lofton. Lofton looks left, looks right, boots it away. It's taken back at the goal line by the Bears, returned across the 10, the 20, on his feet to the 25, and finds a little room. Does Dalen McDonald up near the 30. Will put the football on the 29-yard line for Dalen McDonald, and that's where the Bear offense will go to work on the 29-yard line, down 27-3. So the ball on the 29 for the Southwest offense. Bears will come out with Wilson at quarterback here in the second half. He's the freshman out of Alabama. And we got a whistle and a incomplete pass. Will bring up 2nd down. So 2nd down for the Bears. The clock stops with 9:36 after the incomplete pass. Our thanks to Dr. Steve Bishop, President, Southwest Mississippi Community College, for joining us at halftime. Quarterback in, wants to throw. Wilson dumps it out in the flat, incomplete. Intended for Dalen McDonald. That's back-to-back incompletions from Wilson. And that'll bring up 3rd and 10 now for the Bears. So 3rd and 10 for Southwest after back-to-back incompletions, and the football will be at the 29-yard line. 3rd and 10 for Southwest, down 27-3 in this football game. Boy, we talked about the fact that the Bears would like to put something together offensively. Back-to-back incompletions, put them in a bind here. 3rd down and 10. 3rd and 10 Southwest. Quarterback wants to throw, puts it in the air. It is up for grabs and incomplete. Receiver, they intended it for Cameron Kincaid, but it's incomplete down the sideline. It'll bring up 4th and 10, And the Bears will have to Bears will have to punt this away and go 3 and out on their first offensive drive of the second half. The Bears will bring Josh Mazza on. Mazza out of Lakeshore High School in Mandeville, Louisiana, to boot this football for the Bears. He will stand at the 15, puts it in the air. Colin will get away from it, takes a southwest bounce at the 30 to the 29, and will roll out of bounds at the 28, and that's where Colin will take over. Bears go 3 and out. They punt the football with 9:14 remaining in this third quarter of the football game. Of course, don't forget, you saw earlier on, we talked about it. Don't forget Inside Bear Athletics. Comes your way every Tuesday night, 6 o'clock on Bear TV and the social media platforms of Southwest Mississippi Community College, as we have various coaches, members of the athletic staff, and for that matter, members of the Southwest staff join us. It's Tuesday nights at 6 o'clock. It's Inside Southwest Athletics on Bear TV. Hope you'll join us each Tuesday night for that. Colin will take the football at the 28. They'll go to work 1st and 10. First one's a completion up across the 30 to the 31. The completion good to number 14. That's Antavius Jones, who takes it from the 28 on the completion to the 31. Will bring up second down for Colin. Colin, a nice long drive, got a touchdown there last time. They go back to work now, move it from the 28 to the 31. Flags fly. Look like Colin may have moved this time. It looks like false start against the Wolfpack. That is the indication, false start against the Wolfpack. 4 penalties for 25 yards in this football game against the Wolfpack of Colin. So erase the positive yards and put that one 5 yards back. And it will bring up a second and about 12 now for the Wolfpack. Quarterback in the shotgun formation. Receivers to the left, to the right. They hand it to the running back. He gets a little room over the 30 to about the 31, so he gets back the 5 yards the Wolfpack lost on the penalty, and will bring it to the 31-yard line and bring up third down. So third down coming for the Wolfpack now. Third down Wolfpack. Ball on the 31-yard line. The Bear defense trying to come up with another stop here. Bears able to get everybody off the field. Of course, Colin substituted, so Southwest got a chance to substitute as well. And now the Bears want to use a timeout on defense. Bears will use a timeout on defense. 27-3 will step aside for 30 seconds. Back in 30 seconds, Bear football is on K106 and Bear TV.
I can say I've done a lot of things in my life. I've flown with the Eagles, rolled with the Cowboys, I've barreled through the berries. One thing I can't say, though, is that I did it alone. People ask me what makes a legend. I always say it's about being a part of something bigger. It's never just me. It's always one for all. Whatever comes your way, do it together.
And we're back here at John I. Hurst Stadium, Monroe McKelvin Field. Bears using the timeout defensively. Up in the booth next to us, you could hear Coach Corey Barlow saw something he didn't like. He actually asked for that timeout from up here at the booth. Bears will reset. Colin in that same formation. They'll spread everybody out, wants to throw it, and it's complete up across the 40 to the 42 for the first down. The pass complete that time to Eric Rogers for the first down at the 42-yard line. 19 first downs for the Wolfpack, now 7:35 remaining in this third quarter. Colin with the football, hit immediately, broke away from that tackle, and will go across the 45 to the 49 up to the 50 before he's brought down. Well, it looked like the Bears may have had a chance in the backfield that time to take care of Turner, but Turner able to bounce off of that Bear defender and bring it all the way to midfield. And the Bears have to use another timeout defensively. Ball's on the 50-yard line. It's a second down and about one. Bears were trying to substitute that time and just were running a man off late. And to avoid a penalty, the Bears use another timeout with the football on midfield. Hey, don't forget, Bear fans, we talked with Dr. Bishop about all the sports going on. Don't forget, you can join the Southwest Bear Backers Club. That's the fundraising arm for the Southwest Athletic Program. And you can get an all-season sports pass. Get the details at southwestbearathletics.com. It gets you into all Southwest home games for the 2021 season. That's fall and spring seasons, and you're making a contribution to your favorite Bear sports program. Check it out again at southwestbearathletics.com. It's the all-season sports pass by joining the Bear Backers Club. Second down and short, they'll run it right up the gut and across the 45 to the 44, and another Wolfpack first down to the 43-yard line this time for Colin. That's 20 first downs in the game for Colin as they move the chains to the 43-yard line. And the Wolfpack have it first and 10 on the Bear end with 6:49 to play in this third quarter, with Colin leading it 27-3 here at John I. Hurst Stadium. Quarterback wants to throw. That one complete. Hit immediately is Ontavius Jones at the 36. So the completion to Jones to the 30, well, they'll call it the 37. We'll call it the 37-yard line. The completion to Jones. Second down opportunity now for Colin. 6:16 in the clock running. High snap brought down by the quarterback. Running back takes it. He takes it over to 35, down across the 30, 29, maybe the 28 that time for Drexlin Allen, the sophomore out of Hattiesburg High School in Hattiesburg, Mississippi, and he brings that one to the 28-yard line and will make it another first down. That's 21 in the game now for Colin. So Colin with 21 first downs in the football game. They have the football at the Southwest 28, wants to throw complete across the 20, down on his feet to the 15, to the 10, before he's finally jerked out of bounds. That's Thompson, the sophomore, who's finally jerked out of bounds about the 11-yard line. 22 first downs in the football game, 4 on this drive for the Wolfpack, and a 2 long third quarter drives for the Wolfpack as they have it first and 10 at the 11. Wants to hand it off again. They're content to give it to Thompson. Thompson will nudge his way over the 10 down to about the 6. So Thompson will nudge his way down towards the 6-yard line for Colin. 5:13 clock running, 27-3. Wolfpack leads this one. They've scored a touchdown here in the first half, an 11-yard reception. They're barking on the door again. I went to the end zone. Did he hang on? They say touchdown Wolfpack. That one complete. They say he held on to it. Did number 7, I think it was number 7, Henderson, who scored that one for the Wolfpack. Oh, he was down on the ground, but they say he was able to secure that one for the touchdown. PAT's up good. Henderson gets the touchdown at 4:55 to play here in this third quarter, makes it 34-3 in favor of the Colin Wolfpack. Let's step aside for 30 seconds. Back in 30 seconds, Bear football on K106 and Bear TV. And we're back here at Southwest Mississippi Community College, 34-3, 4:55 remaining here in the third quarter. As once again, Colin has scored their second touchdown of the second half. They'll kick it off to the Bears. It's taken back at the 5, returned across the 10 to the 20, met by a host of Colin tacklers right there is Jerome Dudley, and he'll be brought down just over the 20-yard line, and that's where the Bears will go to work offensively. Bears have had the football one time here in the second half, 3 and out, had to punt the football away. They get it at the 23-yard line this time, so the Bear offense will get the football at the 23-yard line, 1st and 10 on the 23 with 4:47 remaining in the third quarter. Bears stay with Wilson at quarterback. He goes under center for the Southwest. And he loses the football. Wanted to exchange it to his running back, lost the football, and Colin's going to recover this one at the 16. So the fumble on the first play with 4:41 is going to give this football right back to the Wolfpack. Down deep in Southwest territory, they'll put it on the 16-yard line. Oh boy, that's not what Southwest wanted on their very first play that time. The Bears cough it back up to Colin and give it to the Wolfpack on the 16-yard line. With 4:41 remaining here in the third quarter, it's a 34-3 football game. And boy, talk about the Bear defense having to come up with a big one here. They'll need a huge stop down deep after the fumble by the Bear offense. Hargrave stays in at quarterback, wants to throw it. That one, the shovel pass, complete to the 7. Little shovel pass that time, complete to the 7. Putting it into the hands of number 7. That was Tyquan Henderson who caught that one for the Wolfpack. From the 16 to the 7, make it 2nd down. 2nd down play coming. They'll run the football, and he's just shy of the end zone down to the 1-yard line. Running the football for Colin was DeMarcus Clancy, and he's down to the 1. It's a 1st down, 23 in the game for Colin. It's 1st and goal at the 1. They'll give it to the running back. He's hit immediately back at the 5. They tried to feed it that to the back, DeMarcus Clancy again, but he was hit by the Bears back at the 5, and he comes up a little wobbled. He'll head back to that Colin sideline. Colin will bring him out and put not Turner, but Drexlin Allen back in at the running back spot. 2nd down, goal to go, ball back at the 5. They lost from the 1 back to the 5 on that one. 2nd down, goal to go. Wants to throw it this time over the middle into a pile, and is caught for a touchdown. Somehow the Colin Wolfpack comes out of the pile with the football with Henderson. And he's got 2 touchdowns here in the second half. 3:10 left to play in the third quarter. And the touchdown by Henderson. Here comes the PAT now for Colin. Wolfpack with the PAT. That one up, down the uprights and good to make it a 41-3 football game. 41-3, the fumble cost the Bears a touchdown right there. And they will begin running the clock here at John I. Hurst Stadium, Monroe McKelvin Field, for the final moments of this third quarter. Bears will need a touchdown. It's 41-3. They changed the scoreboard, but now they've corrected the scoreboard back to a 41-3 football game. So 41-3 our score in favor of Colin. Colin 3 drives and 3 touchdowns here in the second half. 11-yard pass, a 6-yard run, and a 5-yard pass. Henderson with 2, Clancy with another. Here's the kickoff. That one taken back by the Bears inside the 5. They'll run it across the 10 to the 20. Hit at the 22 is Demarius Ingram for the Bears. And the Bears will have it on the 22-yard line with about a minute and a half, but with the running clock, it'll be a lot less than that, as the Bears will come to the football quickly to try to get a play or two in on this third quarter. Bears will go back with Edmondson at quarterback. Edmondson wants to throw it downfield, complete to the 31, and stood up there. 9-yard gain on the completion that time for Edmondson. Brandon Edmondson, 5'10", 170-pound freshman out of Caledonia, started the game. Then the Bears went to Jaden Wilson, the freshman out of Alabama. Now they've gone back to Edmondson to be the shot caller. Edmondson keeps it himself this time. Will go to the 31. Colin trying to strip that football away, but Edmondson able to hang on it for no gain. Down to 32 seconds left to play here in the third quarter under the running clock. Bears have 3rd and 1. For the Bear offense, Edmondson will go under center on 3rd and 1. Edmondson will ask for the football from the Bear center. He'll hand it off. And a first down looks like for Jaden Whitsett as he gets the first down to the 32, maybe the 33, and that'll do it for the third quarter. Bears get the first down, but the third quarter comes to a close, 41-3. We'll be back after a 30-second break, back in 30 Bear football on K106 and Bear TV.
Get up to date on everything athletic at Southwest Mississippi Community College. Watch Inside Bear Athletics on Bear TV, YouTube, and Facebook. Check us out every Tuesday evening at 6 p.m.
Welcome back. John I. Hurst Stadium, Monroe McKelvin Field, opening moments of the fourth quarter under a running clock. Bears will throw it on first down. It's complete. It's Ortez Head Jr. who makes the completion as we come back now on Bear TV. 14:33 to play here in this fourth and final period. He's going to make the completion but lose about -2 on the completion that time for the Bears. From the 33 back to the 31, the football will reside. From the 31-yard line, Bears on the offensive end, down 41-3 here in this fourth and final period. Edmondson under center for the Bears. He'll keep it himself. Now pitches it at the last minute. Across the 35, across the 40. Nice running by Deshaun Holmes that time as he goes over the 40 to the 41 and gains about 10 yards, but will be just shy of what's needed for a first down. They need the 43. He made the 41 for a first down, so it'll bring up 3rd and about 3 now for the Bear offense. So 3rd down and 3 for the Bear offense. Edmondson under center. Puts the man in motion, backs him up. Now he stands up, changes the play at the line of scrimmage for the Bears. Edmondson wants the football, hands it off underneath to his back. That's Whitsett, and he will gain, actually going to lose back to the 38. So Bears hand it off, but go in the wrong direction that time. Back to the 38-yard line. 12:56 clock running in this fourth and final period here. Boy, started out pretty good for the Bears. They led 3-0 earlier. Colin tied it at 3, and it's been all Wolfpack since. 12:41 clock running. Bears want to punt, have to punt the football on fourth down here. They're going to fake it and keep it with Mazza. He's going to run for the first down and get it. A fake with Josh Mazza out of North Shore High School, the Bear punter, and he will go out of bounds first down at the 47-yard line. The Bears use Mazza to get the first down. Down 41-3, the Bears fake the punt with their punter, Josh Mazza, and pick up the first down. Well, he saw that first down stick in his sights, and he just ran right towards it, did the Bear punter. That gives the Bear offense second life. They picked up a couple of first downs on this drive. They've got the football at the 47-yard line. First and 10, Bears, 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. They want to run it. And running it is the quarterback, Edmondson, and he'll get to near midfield. We'll call it the 49 and a gain of about 2 for Edmondson that time. So Edmondson picks up a couple to the 49-yard line, brings up second down. Again, clock running here in the fourth quarter, 11:15, as it continues to tick away here in this fourth and final period. Ball on the 49-yard line. Edmondson to the shotgun, wants to throw it. Complete onto the Colin end of the field, losing his footing, and finally thrown out of bounds. But making the completion for the Bears is Jabez Griffith. And we got a little chirping after that one, but everybody's able to be broken up. Got a penalty on the play against Colin as well. It was a holding penalty, so the Bears will take the holding penalty to get the first down. 5 for 35 against Colin. That'll bring it down to the 27-yard line. Bears get the first down. 8 in the football game now for the Bears. The penalty on the Wolfpack that time put the Bears down on the Wolfpack end. Flip it to the running back. He'll cross the 25, dive his way near the 20, and down on the 21-yard line is the Bears' Dalen McDonald. McDonald took from the 27 down to the 21-yard line. So the Bears started this drive back at their own 22. They faked a punt to get their first down, and have since, with a Colin penalty, moved it down to the 21 of the Wolfpack. Ball on that 21-yard line, second down for Southwest. Fakes the pitch, throws the football complete down inside the 10 to the 9. Making the completion that time is Jerry Johnson for the Bears. Johnson out of Moss Point and Resurrection Catholic, making the completion to the 9 and a first down for Southwest. Give the Bears 9 in the football game. First and goal to go now for Southwest with the football at the 9-yard line. 9:21 under the running clock. Edmondson goes under center for Southwest. Fakes the man in motion. Now stands up. Looks towards the Bear sideline. Changes the play. Now goes back under center for Southwest. Asks for the football. Gives it to his back. And boy, he's hit immediately. And Colin stripped the ball away, and the Wolfpack will have it. Quarterback Edmondson was hit immediately. Ball popped loose. And Colin able to get that one back at the 20-yard line. Bears had it first and 10, but fumbled it away with 8:46 to play. Colin will get the football. They'll move it to the 17-yard line. So Colin will have it 1st and 10 at the 17, leading 41-3. That ball sitting on the 17-yard line. Bears on the road next week at East Central up in Decatur for week 2 of the 6-game fall season for these Southwest Bears. They'll hand it off. Big hole, 25, up across the 30 on his feet, 35 up to the 36-yard line. Boy, behind the center, found him a big hole that time. Did the running back for the Wolfpack. Running at that time was Dontavius Turner out of South Pike. He brings it to the 36 and a first down. Give them 24 first downs in the contest. This time just a short gain as they go right behind the center. Southwest kind of sniffing that one out with some help from Carl Myers, who stood him up and dropped him on the line of scrimmage to 36. With the running clock continuing, the officials will now have a conversation. We got a penalty against the Bears. 5-yard penalty against Southwest. That'll move it to the 41 now for Colin. Ball on the 41 for the Wolfpack. 41-3, Colin leading it. Wolfpack will wait for the official to raise his hand, meaning the clock's down to 5. The play clock not working here at John I. Hurst Stadium tonight. They'll run it across midfield into Southwest territory. They'll blow that one dead at the 45-yard line inside Bear territory, and a 25th first down of the night for Colin at the 45-yard line. So the ball sits on the 45 for the Wolfpack inside Bear territory. Just over 6 minutes to play here in this one. Look towards the sidelines for the play. They have used, for the most part, Paul Hargrave. But now we see Max Rigby, who's been running this drive for Colin offensively. 5:43 left on that game clock here at Southwest. They'll hand it off again. They've kept it on the ground. This time they give it to 41, J.T. Thomas, and he'll bring it from the 45 to the 40 for a 5-yard gain. So a 5-yard gain for Thomas, 2nd down and 5. So 2nd and 5 for the Wolfpack now, 5:12 to play here at John I. Hurst Stadium, Monroe McKelvin Field in this 41-3 football game. 5:02 under the running clock. Colin will use all the time they can on that 40-second clock. Hand goes in the air. Quarterback will ask for the football. It's snapped over the top of his head. And it's still loose on the field, and finally I think Colin gets it at the 40. And it popped loose again. Let's see. I think they're going to say Wolfpack will keep it back at the 38. So they lose from the Southwest 40 back to the Colin 38 on the bad snap. Ball stayed on the ground a long time, but it was finally picked up by Wolfpack offensive lineman, I think, was who finally picked that one up. With 4:12 and the clock running away from us here in this 4th and final quarter. Rigby will wait till the hand goes up. The hand goes up, he snaps the football. They keep it on the ground. This time with Allen. Allen will run it back up to the 44 from the 38 to the 44, maybe the 45-yard line, and Colin sucking as much time off this clock as they can, keeping the football on the ground. They put that ball between the 44 and the 45-yard line. It will be 4th and long for the Wolfpack. Cole Lynn hasn't even come off the sideline yet. Now they break their huddle off the sideline and will come to the football. Wolfpack will boot the football with their punter back at the 30. The bad snap. What put them in a bind on this drive for the Wolfpack? They get the kickoff. It is fair catch called for by the Bears on the 25. So the punt comes at the 2:42 mark. The Bears have the football at the 25-yard line with 2.5 minutes to play here at John I. Hurst Stadium, Monroe McKelvin Field. So the ball will rest on that 25-yard line for the Bear offense. 41-3, Colin leading this one. Colin with 3 second-half touchdowns to put this one in their favor. Bear offense had a long drive but fumbled it away on their last drive. They handed off this time. Across the 30, hit, stood up and out of bounds at the 34. Running the football for the Bears was Deshaun Holmes. Holmes takes it from the 25 to the 34-yard line. 2nd down and about 1 now for Southwest. Quarterback Edmondson out the shotgun, wants to throw the football. That one complete to the 45 and out of bounds is Cameron Kincaid on the 45-yard line for a Bear first down. That's 10 first downs now for the Bears in this contest. 123 football on the 45-yard line. Bears come back to the football quickly, 1st and 10. Edmondson hands it, pitches it in the backfield and nothing doing there. He'll be dropped for a loss back at the 40 for a loss of 5 with just over a minute to play. And that will just about do it here with under a minute to play. Football at the 41. There's the snap from Edmondson. He'll throw it downfield on the 50, complete for the Bears. That one complete up to the Bears. Looked like it was Brown that time for Southwest. Now the Bears with 33 seconds will use a timeout. The Bears will use a timeout, stop it with 33 seconds remaining in this football game. Bears again down 41-3 with the ball on the 49-yard line here at John I. Hurst Stadium, Monroe McKelvin Field. Bear football's on K106, K106.net, and the K106 app. It's also on Bear TV and the social media platforms of Southwest Mississippi Community College. 33 seconds remaining in this one. Colin leading at 41-3. Bears used a timeout to get one more play. Quarterback Edmondson in the shotgun wants to throw that one incomplete. And with 22 seconds remaining, it will be 4th down for the Bears, and they don't have to run a play again if they choose not to. Bears look like, though, they want to try to snap it one more time. Down to 7, to 5, to 4, to 3. The Bears will snap it. Edmondson will throw it complete to the 42. Hit right there is Culpepper, finally brought down on the 41, and that'll do it, and we start to get some pushing and shoving after this one's over. The officials will break that one up, and the football game will be over, and Colin is going to win this one by a final score of 41-3. Wolfpack come in and spoil this one for the Bears of Southwest as they get the 2020 COVID football season started with a loss here tonight at John I. Hurst Stadium. We'll come back in 2 minutes. Back in 2 minutes with some final thoughts on this one. You're listening to Bear Football. It's on K106, K106.net, the K106 app, and Bear TV. Back here at John I. Hurst Stadium, Monroe McKelvin Field, 41-3. The final couple of other scores around the MACCC. Mississippi Gulf Coast is beating Pearl River 28-13. That one in the third quarter. Jones beating East Central. That's next week's opponent for the Bears. Scores 31-5. That one over in Ellisville at Jones College. Northeast defeats Holmes tonight 35-10. And Coahoma and Itawamba tied at 23 in the fourth quarter. Those are the other scores. Again, it's a 6-game schedule for all the MACCC schools. A 6-game schedule that will be played over a 7-week period. Take, for instance, Hines. You notice they weren't on the scoreboard tonight. Their off week was week 1 of the season. They won't get their season started till next week. Bears make the road trip to East Central next week. They'll play up in Ellisville. Not up in Ellisville. That's over. That's Jones. We'll play in Decatur, Mississippi for East Central next Thursday night. Well, in the second half, Colin gets the football to start the second half. They come out on a 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12-play drive, pick up 4 first downs, and get a touchdown with Cincy at the 9:49 mark. Bears get the football back. They go 3 and out, punt it away. Colin comes back, puts together a 12-play drive, and scores again with Henderson with 4:55 to play in the third period. PAT would be good. Bears get it back on the very first play, fumble the football at their own 23. The fumble came at the 4:41 mark. They gave it back with excellent field position and a defense that had been on the field a long time. 4 plays later, Henderson would find the end zone for 5 yards. PAT would be good. That would make it 41-3. The clock would begin running. Bears would take another drive. It was a 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12-play drive. Bears fumble at the Colin 9. Gave it back to the Wolfpack. Wolfpack would take a drive down the field using as much time as they could. They would punt it at 2:42, give it back to the Bears. Bears pick up a first down but run out of time. The football was on the 49-yard line when the Bears ran out of time here in this fourth and final period. Over 100 yards and penalties for the Bears, 5 for 35 against the Wolfpack in this football game. Final score 41-3 here at John I. Hurst Stadium, Monroe McKelvin Field. Well, next week it's off to East Central Community College in Decatur. We'll have that game for you on K106, K106.net, the K106 app, and also on Bear TV. Well, not much left to say here. 41-3 is the final score. Thanks for joining us. And don't forget now, join us. Our next broadcast actually comes your way Tuesday night inside Bear Athletics. We'll air for you here on Bear TV and the social media platforms of Southwest Mississippi Community College. We're going to talk Southwest softball, a big $300,000+ renovation to the Southwest softball complex. Coach Shay Johnson will join us. We'll also talk Bear Alumni Association with Miss Loran Gerald. We look forward to that. Tuesday night, 6 o'clock, join us inside Bear Athletics on Bear TV and the social media platforms of Southwest Mississippi Community College. We'll see you Tuesday night for that. Back Thursday night in Decatur at East Central for Bear football on K106, K106.net, and Bear TV. Thanks for joining us. Final score, final time from John I. Hurt Stadium, Monroe McKelvin Field. It's 41-3. We'll see you Tuesday night back in the studios and next Thursday for Bear football on K106 and Bear TV. Have a great night, everybody. All right, thanks.